Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday per usual. Brought to you by the Trend Center app, the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. Check them out. TFTM. Use that code, 15% off a premium membership. The greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. All right. Well, let's get into it. Last week was a bit of a gut check week. I feel like there's always like week 4 or 5, there's always that gut check kind of week where things don't go the way that you think. Like you question your ball knowing skills, and you start to question everything. But after crunching the numbers, actually ended up going 4-4 last week. Because gave up the Thursday pick, that one, and I went 1-1 on Monday, and I think only won 2 bets on Sunday. But one of them was my surefire pick. Shout out the Eagles and the Bucks. Love those guys. Anyway, moving on. I didn't do too bad, but Chris, how did you do?
Bad. Not doing good over here. I went like 4-8, I think it was. Lost my surefire to fucking Jackson Dart. It was just very bad. And like two of my 3 wins on Sunday, I think were just like late additions. I don't think I really even gave out on the show. But yeah, it was bad. I was just sitting there after the noon slate. Just I had won one bet in the noon slate, and I was adding the your surefire will, and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? And the Bears blocked a kick to cash their money line. That was nice. But it was bad, and the Reds are probably gonna get swept tonight. So it's bad. That being said, I fucking love the board this
The board
weekend.
looks good.
I I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, given how I've been did last week. Um, so we'll see. But I do love the board this week. Sean, how did you do?
2-11.
Oh,
Lost the
damn.
surefire pick as scripted. Yeah, Saints just decided to show up, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else do you really have to say other than I went 2-11?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
The Bills, it looked like there for a minute that they were going to cover. I kept an eye on that game because I mean the Titans took a big fucking shit on the field, so I don't want
yeah.
to watch that anymore. Um,
At least you
but
didn't bet their team total.
oh yeah, you did do that. Damn,
Did score a point. This
damn. Uh, well, that was last week, and this is this week,
is this week.
and the board looks pretty good. I kind of like this board. Um, some of the games that we've chosen to go over, I am kind of torn on, so I do kind of want your opinions here. But let's get it going. First game, Niners at the Rams. Thursday night football. Rams favored by 7.5 points. Um, Brock Purdy out. Niners. This is one of their injury years, so it's kind of crazy how that shit works out. But um, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the Niners spread and the under. Because it feels like the Niners keep things close because I mean their defense is still pretty good, and the Rams. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm going to get with the Rams, but Chris, I'm going to let you go first here.
Yeah, I'm going under 44 and a half. I mean, everyone and their mother for San Francisco, other than Christian McCaffrey, is hurt. I mean, Purdy, Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Jordan Watkins, they're out. They're down three receivers. That just doesn't really happen in the NFL that much. And defensive end Robert Beal and defensive tackle CJ West is questionable. Um, I know Mac Jones is serviceable, but that offense sucks with him. Like the last game out when Mac had to start, they scored 16 points against the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are a fine team, but they certainly don't have like some otherworldly defense. I don't think they're going to be able to score a lot of points. I think the Rams get a lead and then they just feed Kyron Williams and run the football. I think this game is going to suck. So under 44 and a half is my play. Sean, what do you think? Oh, muted.
Whoops. Okay. Well, first off, I want to make sure I'm showing up on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because it's not showing up on my new setup. So just want to make sure. All right. But after my 2-11, week 4, coming out strong, Rams minus 7.5. Going with the Rams. I think it just really comes down to injury. I mean, players are unfortunately dropping like flies out in the bay. And I think the Rams are kind of catching fire. Puka and Devontae Adams, like, man, they're kind of killing it out there, especially with Stafford's back injury, which looks fine to me. But besides that, go ahead.
This is a clone of Stafford. He died and they cloned him.
He died. This is test tube Stafford for sure.
Yes, I am convinced.
But got a couple stats for the boys. First one comes from our friends at Trend Center. Trend called Fade the Niners after a win since 2023. Pretty simple. And as we love to say on the show, I should have had this pulled up. Just give me a second real quick. But spoiler alert, it's a straight ass line.
Oh.
A perfect 13-0 in the last 2 years.
Oh shit!
So yeah,
Straight ass line, homie.
Straight ass line, homie. Even better, the Rams are 1-13 against the spread against winning teams, and 0-6 against the spread as underdogs.
The Niners.
Niners.
Excuse me. Yes, the Niners. The Niners are 1-3 against the spread against winning teams, and 0-6 as underdogs. So,
Okay.
Fade the Niners, take the Rams, and also take that straight ass line.
Ooh, it is a straight.
That's a straight ass line. So we love to see straight ass lines over here. So Will, what you got?
I'm on the under. I was torn between the under and the Niners just because the Niners seem to keep games pretty close in the past 4 weeks, even with all their injuries. But I think the under is the play here. 44. That's like a medium amount of points. And take a Thursday night under. Go back to my roots. This game probably is going to stink. But Puka and Devontae are murdering it right now. So
I'll probably take that under.
Very much can see the Rams getting out to that lead, like Chris said, and just sitting on it. But yeah, okay, moving on. Next game, Broncos at the Eagles. Eagles favored by 3.5 points. I guess I'll lead this one off. I'm taking the Eagles. I have zero stats to back this up. The Broncos seem to have kind of put it together. They really needed that Monday night win to kind of just, get back together and figure shit out. That game was a figure your shit out game because the Bengals, I mean, they're absolutely terrible. And they're going to stay terrible, but this Eagles team, it just feels like they always figure out a way to win. It's not always pretty, but they accomplish winning and covering as well. So it's just like I'm riding the hot hand here. I'm riding the Eagles -3.5. Sean, what do you got?
To be honest, this game had my head more in a pretzel than the Niners Rams game did, at least on the spread. But I'm going to go under 43.5. These are both defenses that are, top half at least in points allowed. So Denver, especially, I mean, they like to play it slow. They keep that clock tick tick ticking. So that being said, I think this under will be a sweat, no doubt. I mean, this could very well be a 24-20 game, just barely cashing that over. But I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to take the under. My only shred of hope really comes from our friends at Trend Center again with a trend called AFC West Road Unders early PM since 2021. 29-14 all time, 8-2 in the last 10. Chris, did I take your stat?
Yeah. It's a great stat.
It's a great stat.
Yeah.
So you're taking the under?
Yeah, spoiler, I'm taking the under. 43.5. Pretty much, I mean, for that stat, and also, I mean, like Denver's defense is good. Philly just wants to run the ball, and really, both teams really just want to run the ball and eat clock. I think this is going to be a rock fight. Probably going to feel like a little bit of a playoff game. Just like once somebody gets a lead, they're just going to try to let's just end this as soon as possible. So, yeah, under 43.5.
Okay. There it is. Next game, Bucks at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 3.5 points. Chris, I'm going to let you start this one off.
All right. Buccaneers plus 3.5. The Buccaneers just never quit. I know they lost last week. They didn't cover, but they were in a position to cover after getting smacked in the first half, which just goes to show they never, you can never count them out of a football game. So if you're going to give me a plus money or a plus sign next to Baker Mayfield, I'm going to take it all damn day. Seattle, great on the road. I believe highlighted that last week when they were going to Arizona for Thursday Night Football. Not good at home. They are just 4-7 straight up and 3-8 against the spread at home under McDonald. They're also 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games after they played the Cardinals. Obviously, it's the last 10 years or so, or 5 years. So Buccaneers plus 3.5 all damn day. Keep around the bake show until the wheels fall off.
I think the Seahawks are at home, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They suck at home.
Oh, okay. I got
it. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, no, you're good. So, yeah, Buccaneers plus 3.5. Will, what do you think?
I'm going over. I'm going over 44.5 for this game. The Bucks really, they there's no quit in them. It seems like if they get down early, they can really make that up. They could really come back and kind of score at will. If you're a Bucks fan, you probably want to see them score more earlier on, but hey man, they don't ask how, they ask how many. So I think the Bucks are kind of on fire right now. The Seahawks look pretty good offensively. I'm not going to front here. The last 3 weeks, they've had they've been able to put up a really good amount of points. And I think 44.5, similar to the Thursday night game, same total. I feel like that's a medium amount of points. I think that's pretty fair. But I think this over kind of cruises. If it goes Chris's way and the Bucks come back and cover, they're going to have to make up for the lead that they didn't have. And so I feel like this is a really good bet. I really like this bet over 44.5. Sean?
Yes. Real quick, just want to shout out. I just took the under in the Sox Yankees game. That that just sneakily went under, which is great. Boosted that, put 5 units on it. We back. All right.
Damn.
So we just came off an under. We just talked about an under, and I agree with you, Will. We're going over this time, over 44.5. I will say that this line, the spread at least, opened at 2.5, and I almost grabbed it with the Hawks at -2.5 there. But I do think the Bucks do kind of take a bit of a slide this week, but this game can easily go over. I think the Bucks got some, even though they've got some injury problems. Both teams do have some big offensive weapons. I mean, Seattle's averaging almost 29 points per game. It's almost at that 30. And the bake show really starts to cook in the second half. So give me the over 44.5. Enough said. Everything Will said, great. Take the over.
Yes, take the over. Let's see. Next game, Sunday Night Football. The Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Bills favored by 8.5 in this game. I'm rethinking my pick at this very moment, so I am going to throw it to Sean first for this one. Fuck.
All right, I'll take it. Well, I think points are just going to be flying in week 5, so I'm going to go over 50.5. I kind of think this game cruises with ease. Neither defense has impressed a single soul on earth, but the offense on both sides of the ball have been nothing but efficient. I know we're big fans of primetime divisional unders here, but once again, turning to our friends at the Trend Center, Bills home overs after a win of 10 or more, 15-3-1 all time, 9-0-1 in the last 10. Numbers don't lie, fellas. Take the over. I also believe this is their new uniform thing, so like a uniform bet partially.
The Bills are doing it, or I don't know if the Patriots are also, but I know the Bills are doing it.
Yeah, it's like a snow white,
yeah.
It looks kind of crisp. I'm not gonna lie, but kind of like it. But a partial uniform bet, but also let's just let it fly. Over 50.5. Chris, what do you got?
Taking the Patriots plus 8.5. This feels just like a classic Mike Vrabel spot. How many times with the Titans did we have no business competing in a football game against a really good team, and we either kept it close or won outright? I think vibes are high in New England after bitch slapping the Panthers like most teams do, but still 42-13, nothing to scoff at. 8.5's a lot of points for a divisional game, especially prime time. And also, Bills kind of been playing with their food a little bit lately at the end of games. They definitely could have whomped New Orleans, didn't let them hang around. Obviously, they still won by double digits, but also same thing with the Dolphins. Dolphins aren't really that good. They let them hang around. They won by 10, but they kicked a field goal with like 30 seconds left just because they had to. So I think the Patriots keep it close. I think Vrabel gets the boys amped up. I like him to keep it within a touchdown. Patriots plus 8.5. Will, have you made up your mind yet?
Yes, I'm going with my original pick. I was also on the over 49.5. Yes, that was my line of thinking. Thank you, Sean, for reminding me. I should have written it down. But yes, the Bills, their defense, not that great. The Pats looked pretty good against the Panthers, which is easy to do. But it does seem like the Patriots are kind of putting it together a little bit here in this year one of Mike Vrabel as the head coach. And so it's just like the Bills can score at will. Super Josh, he can do anything. And the Pats seem to put it together. Their defense, obviously not that great. Even if it was good, the Bills can definitely score. We've seen that the past 4 weeks. So I'm on that over 49.5. Okay, moving on. Next game, Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags, 3.5 home dogs. This is a interesting game. It feels like the Chiefs are kind of putting it together. I think Rashee Rice is back because it is only a 4-game suspension.
6 games.
6? Well, then he's not
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, but it kind of feels like the Chiefs are back. Um, that being said, it's very clear that the Ravens defense is kind of booty. So it's still early in the season. We're still learning about these teams. So, um, we'll see that how that pans out. But I will take this one. It to me, this feels like another over. I'm taking over 46.5. It feels like both of these teams are really figuring it out. The Jags, kind of good. Um, in recent weeks, being able to score some points, put some points on the board. And I really wanted to stay away from the spread because like the past few years, like the Chiefs are just so unpredictable on the spread. Like they win games by the hair of their chinny chin chin. Uh, and the Jags, I don't really want to bet on them. So um, I'm taking over 46.5. It feels like both these teams are really putting it together. Yeah, and I hope it's a good game because I mean I'll be watching either way. Um, Chris, what do you think about this game?
Give me the Chiefs -3.5 all damn day. I disagree with you. Well, I do not think the Jags are that good. They're 3-1. Let's look at who they beat. Carolina, whoop-de-doo. Everyone does that. Houston, they can't move the football at all. And like an injury-riddled San Francisco team, whoop-de-doo. They also blew a lead to Jake Browning, who we've come to relearn is bad. I just don't think they're that good a football team. Kansas City, like you said, they're kind of putting it together. They mollywopped the Ravens last week. Xavier Worthy's back. That offense is kind of churning along again. I think they don't really need a get right spot, but they need to kind of take the next step and like, okay, we're back to being the Chiefs. And I think a win by a touchdown or more on Monday Night Football against a overrated Jags team is perfect time to do it. So yes, Chiefs -3.5 all damn day. I love this play. Sean, what are you taking?
I'm also on the Chiefs. I faded them last week very stupidly. Um, yeah, they just kind of mollywopped the Ravens, didn't they? But yeah, I think this is a good get right. I think I know we're not throwing that term around as but I think this is as good of a get right spot as you can get for the Chiefs at this point in the season. Go into Jacksonville, just mollywop on the Schittsonville Jaguars, and just come back home and just business as usual for the Chiefs. I think this is just a business trip for them. Go down there,
Business.
put some points on the board, get out. So I do like the over. Since it's Monday night, I'll probably double dip. Just these primetime games, I always like to I always have to have more than one bet because it's the only game on. What else am I going to do? So might
Depends
double
how
dip in
Sunday
the over.
goes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll probably have
This is
bets
Monday. But this
regardless.
is Monday.
I know, but it depends how Sunday goes. If I get taken to the woodshed
Oh,
again, I'm gonna have to earn it all
yeah.
back. So I'm gonna have like 7 bets. Or if I'm hot, if I do really good, I'm like, well, let's ride the hot hand. I'm just gonna have 7 more bets.
Yeah. And
Jesus.
that yeah. So yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Okay. There it is. That's the main slate of games we're going to talk about. Moving on to everyone's favorite segment of the week, the surefire picks. Guaranteed double unit, not to lose plays of the week. I will start it off because I have a stat. Uh, and my surefire this week is the over in the Bucks Seahawks game. Game we already talked about. We went into it, but my notes, I have some more notes. Tristan Wirfs probably returning, one of their best offensive linemen. I looked into that. Bucks have scored 20 or more points in the last 4 weeks. Seahawks have great offensive potential, scoring 23, 44, and 31 for the last 3 weeks. I really, really, I fucking love this pick. I'm gonna be real. I feel like Bucks overs are going to be money plays for this year. But my stat brought to you by the Trend Center app. Late afternoon, small home favorites, 3.5 to 4.5 overs, 77, 34, and 3 all time. Score of 100. Give me the over. I love it. Moving on. Chris, what is your surefire pick of the week?
All right, gotta get back in the win column after last week's embarrassing performance. Like you, is a game we have discussed already, and it's the Chiefs minus 3.5. Little Monday night surefire. For everything I just said, and I also have a stat from our good friends at Trend Center called "Road Faves Stay Hungry." It has 10 conditions. I am not going to read them all because that's awful. But all you really need to know is that over the last 22 years, this trend is 111, 46, and 5. That is a 70% win rate, 6 and 4 in the last 10. It doesn't really matter the conditions. This trend wins. And the Chiefs are also partial to winning as well. So give me minus 3.5 on the Chiefs, road favorite against the Jacks. I love it. Monday night, double unit. What could go wrong? Sean, what do you like?
I'm on another big spread for this week.
Mm.
And you know how well it worked last week, but fuck it. We're 0-5 on these, so we might as well swing for the fences, boys. The Detroit Lions
Yes.
minus 10.5 against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
In Cincinnati, this is a crazy line to be an away team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is a crazy line.
The Bengals stink.
But the Bengals stink right now.
They have.
And
trade for Jameis.
They've got to trade for Jameis
They
or
would
Russ.
be electric if they traded for Jameis.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go
ahead.
We've got another straight ass line.
All right.
And it is Lions against the spread after win and scoring 34 plus points in previous game. 18-0-1 in the last 8 years. 18 game win streak, 10-0 in its last 10. Give this to me all day. And that's not all. Lions after win by a touchdown or more, 24-5. Lions cover again. I don't know these conditions, but these are 20-3 all time. There's just some great. Just download the Trend Center app. You can see all these trends for yourself. Use the code TFTM on checkout, and dude, there's some great line spreads out here. I can't read these all, but man. So maybe I'll win one of these fucking things. So God forbid if this doesn't hit, I am truly cursed. And this is not anybody's fault but my own.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm getting real sad about not hitting one of these things. It hasn't
You're just
happened.
due. You're just due. You're the most due man
in America.
Maybe some are saying.
Yeah,
some are saying, but not me.
You're just due. All right, those are the surefire plays. Parlay them all. I don't know what that is, but I know it's a winner. I guess I will be double dipping on Monday Night Football, considering Chris's pick is the Chiefs minus 3.5. So I now have 2 things to root for. Okay, moving on to the extra plays of the week.
Let's hope the parlay gets to Monday night, first of all.
Right.
Yeah, really.
Moving on, extra plays. Let's see. Sean, what are your extra plays of the week?
All right. First off, we're going to start out with kind of a stinker. Dallas Cowboys minus 2.5 at the New York Jets. I think Dallas has been this is a get right game for Dallas. I mean, the Jets stink. They stink right now. They've got some major issues at the QB slot. Their run game has struggled to break any kind of big plays. I think the Cowboys defense should bounce back from last week. And a 40-40 tie. That doesn't sit right with me.
Or scoregami.
Yeah, but that's crazy. It's a crazy fucking score.
Yes.
Yeah. What else I got? Oh, we got to go across the pond, boys. For the second Vikings game across the pond, I'm going to go Vikings minus 3.5 against the Browns. I think this is a huge edge that the Vikings have against the Browns. I think the Browns are missing like their starting tackles. So the Vikings do, you could not really say this after last week, but I think the Vikings still have a very, very top 5 defense. And the Browns just stink. I know that they made the QB change this morning from Joe Flacco to Dylan Gabriel. So let's hope that this, like, energy that these rookie QBs give off in their mid-season, if they get like a mid-season start in these games, I hope they don't just go off. But we're going with the Vikings across the pond. And then do I want to do this? Yeah, they upset me last week, but we're rocking with them. Chargers minus 2.5 against the Commanders. I think Chargers are too good to drop two in a row. You know what I mean? They're too good, especially against like 2 NFC East teams like that. But so Chargers being favored by little under 3. I like it. Makes me nervous, but
Is Jaden Daniels playing? I assume he is if it's 2.5.
Yes, he was cleared to play.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm not really too confident in that one, but I'm going to take it because it's a football game and it's on TV.
Yes.
So why not?
Of course.
Sorry, I didn't really have time to put together all these picks. You guys know I've had a very busy day. So, but those are my extra plays. That's my surefire pick. Let's go on to Will. What are your extra plays?
I have 3 extra plays. Normally I only have 1 or 2. But like I said at the beginning, I low-key love the board. First one, Lions minus 10.5 versus the Bengals. I had that one written down. Glad it's your surefire. The Bengals, they're dog shit. They're whoever goes in at QB is gonna get murdered. And their defense is absolutely terrible. They don't have any talent at QB to even utilize their star wide receiver. So, not looking good for them. The Lions, I feel like they just beat the shit out of everyone, or they lose. There really is no in between. So, love the Lions minus 10.5 here. Next game, Vikings Browns. This might be a surprise. Total set at 36.5. I'm taking the under. This is
low, man.
It is low. Everyone is going to be on this over because they're going to think the Vikings have been there for a week. They have adjusted. The Browns stink, but also the Browns do stink, but their defense, it kind of rocks. Their defense, not last week, obviously
We're
against
playing
the
the
Lions.
Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So I feel like these middle of the road teams, the Browns defense, I don't want to say take over, but it shines. It shines in these moments. I can see this being a very, very low scoring game. Everyone's going to be on the over, so the under is the play. And it's so low, it's kind of like, I mean, I got to take the under here just the crisscross play. I remember a couple years ago when we were still living together, there was some ass game that was on. It was like Thursday night football, and it was like the Saints with like their third string QB versus like I think it was like the Broncos when they were really bad.
Are
And
you thinking of COVID?
Wasn't it
maybe
like 29 and a half?
It was
Like
33 and
something.
a half.
yeah, yeah,
If we're thinking of the same game, yeah, it was during
yeah.
COVID. The entire Broncos quarterback room had COVID. So they started a wide receiver at quarterback who hadn't
But
played the
I
position
remember
since high school.
I remember you two took the over,
Yep.
and I was like, it's not gonna hit. And you were like, both of you were like, it's so low, it has to hit. I think that game ended like 9-6.
It was 30. No, it was the total was 33 and a half and ended 30-3 Saints.
Yeah. I was like, this
Yeah, I
is
remember just being devastated.
yeah.
But it did go under, but yeah. No,
I didn't
I remember that game vividly.
yeah. I think I stayed away from that game, but I was like, that this is gonna go under. Like, it's so silly. The line is so low, it's gonna go under. Um,
I don't
but
remember that game at all.
Oh, I
all right.
remember it vividly.
I remember you
Oh,
two.
sure.
Awful.
I remember you two on the couch, visibly and verbally upset. So
It sounds right. I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, COVID was a blur, man. Like we made
yeah,
that pandemic a blur. So
yes. Then my last pick, I'm going back to a well that we hit last year. That's Manders overs. I'm going to over 47 and a half Manders at the Chargers. The Chargers, very good team. Unfortunately, they lost to the Giants, and that was a weird game. But it's the Manders are in the spot that they are so familiar with. Their defense stinks, and Jaden Daniels is good. I mean, he's good at QB. He's good at his job. And so in order for the Manders to keep up with the Chargers, they're gonna have to put up some points. I like the over in this game. I think the Chargers also had a decent amount of injuries in that Giants game as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, all I have written down is like Daniels returning. Need to put up points in order to cover up for the bad defense. Those are my three plays. I love the board. Chris, what do you got?
All right. I am also going across the pond. I am taking the Vikings minus 4.5. Jealous of Sean getting 3.5, but I still like 4.5.
it's 3.5 right now.
Not. Oh, I just looked on DraftKings. It was 4.5. Or
On
Schmav Schminks.
on Schmanschmul, it's 3.5.
All right, then Vikings minus 3.5. I think this game is going to suck. Dylan Gabriel, I don't think is going to be a very good NFL quarterback. Minnesota does have a good defense, despite just kind of what happened last week. But it's a London game. You kind of, I don't want to say throw those out, but take it with a grain of salt. You can't really say that this week though, because they've been there for a week and a half now. I don't know when the Browns are getting there, but I think Brian Flores will scheme up some blitzes to get after Gabriel. This game, I think, is going to be a snoozer. I think I see this being like 17-3 Vikings or something like that. So I like your underplay as well. That's just it's too low for me to mess around with. But
It's also a bit of a silly play. It's my get
Yeah.
cute play of the week.
No, I get it. It's like if you see a total that low, you have to take it. We've learned it. If that story, what you said, is true, which I believe it is, but if we learn from experience, if you see a total that low, you have to take it. It's just like when I take these high ass totals, like when it, like what's the Bills Patriots? It's 50.5. Like you have to take that over. There's no reason why that line is set that high. There's no reason why that line is set that low. You have to take that under. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from the total just because I don't like it being that low, but it'll be low scoring. I like Vikings minus 4.5. Lions, I don't love a double-digit spread on the road, so I'm attacking this game from a different angle. I think this is the first bet we've ever had of this kind on this show. Lions over 3.5 touchdowns.
Hmm.
Cincinnati's D is abysmal. Like, we knew that was going to happen. And the Lions are surprised, a really fucking good football team. They've scored 4 touchdowns in 3 games straight. Um, I think it's not out of the realm of possibility this hits by halftime.
Yes.
So yeah, I love that. I didn't even know that was a bet. I was just kind of like, I don't love 10. I was thinking about team total, and I was on like the team props, and I saw that, and I was like, ooh, yes, please. So yes, Lions over 3.5 touchdowns. I hate this one. Saints money line against the Giants. This is a bit of a contrarian play because we just saw Jackson Dart ball out against the Los Angeles Chargers, gets his first win in pretty convincing fashion. Um, he's really good. The Giants are kind of back, right? Why are they dogs to the god awful New Orleans Saints? I know they lost Malik Neighbors, but is Malik Neighbors worth that many points? Like, I know he's still a wide receiver. Like, wide receivers aren't worth that much in the NFL for a point spread standpoint. Saints money line. This is probably one of the few games these players know they can actually win. So obviously they're going to be trying in every single game, but I think games like this, they're like, okay, we gotta get this one because not too many of these opportunities are coming around. So Saints money line, and then we'll close out with one of my personal favorite stats that I found this week. If I can get back into my phone, it is the Colts -7 against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders suck. Geno is terrible. That team's a mess. But I found this trend on the Trend Center. Colts week 5 against the spread. So obviously, when the Colts are playing in week 5 and the spread is between 10 and 7, they are 23-6-1 against the spread, 9-1 in the last 10. So give me the Colts -7 all damn day to round out the card. I love this board. I initially had close to I think it was over 10 plays written down. But I was like, I got to rein it in. I was god awful last week, so we can't be spraying the board after that. But yeah, I love this. I love the board. I love this card. Let's just win them all. Let's make up for last week. Let's win them all.
I am going to add the Saints money line. I was looking into that game earlier today, and surprisingly, the Saints also have like a top 10 run defense. So even if they go on the ground with Scadaboo, I don't think he's going to, do all that much. So kind of love it. It's like one of those cheeky plays like we had with the Bears last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a sucker
Hopefully
for those,
we won't need a blocked field goal at the end of the game to win it.
But man, out of my 2 bets that I won last week, that was the best one.
That was great.
That was the best one.
But I was just sitting there like, and I mean, I didn't really watch until the very end because I couldn't, but I was just like, I'm set. Like, why did I bet on the fucking Bears? This team sucks. What am I doing? And they blocked that field goal. I was like, yes, they were the right side all along. Let's go, Ben Johnson.
Well, I remember I gave like my reasoning on the show for taking the Bears, and then you immediately were just like adding it, and I was like, oh god, the Bears better not fucking lose this game. Like, that's all I was thinking. I was like, god damn it.
When I was looking at my notes, like making my card, I saw like I had Bears money line written down, but there's like no explanation written towards it. So I was like, okay, someone had a good reason, so I'm putting my faith in whoever.
There's so many blocked field goals this year.
I mean, there's been 4 already through 4 weeks.
I feel like
there's
never been that much in a year.
Yeah. 2 of them were returned for touchdowns. Yeah. In the same, like almost like an hour apart from each other.
That's crazy. It's just like, why is this happening? I don't know. Players are getting better, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Well, that's the slate. Yes, Chris?
I have something I want to bring up because when I was doing research today, I stumbled across a crazy trend on Trend Center that I just want to talk to you guys about. See if we add it or not.
All right.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
Okay. So this trend is called winless away negative point differential non-divisional. It's got a shit ton of conditions, so I'm not going to read them all. The record is 95, 37, and 1. 9-0 in the last 10. Has won 21 straight times. The only reason I am not betting my mortgage on this is the team that it is active on.
It's the Titans, isn't it?
It is the Tennessee Titans.
Fuck me.
+8 against the Arizona Cardinals. I know the old saying, bet numbers, not teams. I don't know if that takes into account that the team is generationally dog shit. I put money on this team, mainly the offense, last week, and that went. What do we think?
Oh, man. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
It's just like at this
I
point
think
in my life, it's just a principle thing. I cannot put money on this team. I understand if you do or if Sean does. I will not think less of you. But it's just I just can't do it. I cannot put money on this team because we are so bad. We may not win a game this year.
No, that's why I was like, okay, I need to talk about this. But Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, it's exactly what Will said. It's the principle of the matter. It's
Principle.
I have hard enough time just watching this team every single week that I don't need a financial commitment for them to at least lose by 7 points. I need them to win. So I don't need the, you know what I mean. But don't give me that look.
No, I get what you're saying. Like as a fan, yes, but we know that's not going to happen.
I know that's not going to happen. I know that's not going to happen. But like, even like, it still doesn't feel right, even hedging joy out of a loss. You know what I mean?
But we're betting on them, so it's like they could win, and we win this bet. So
great, but they're not going to. That's the thing.
Yeah. God, I'm staring at this right now, and I just see the W21, and I'm like, God.
That's.
But also, what a Titans move to fuck up something like
exactly.
that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It was like, this is going to be the game that ends this streak because the Titans are on an all-time low.
Okay.
We as a franchise are breaking records of how bad we are.
Yeah.
I mean, last year we had historically the worst against the spread record ever.
Yeah. 2-15, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And like no other team has covered less games.
We're already halfway to that, though. We covered week 1.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We're 8-point dogs, and we lost by
we lost
less
by
than 8. Was it 8? Okay. Or 8? It was 8.5.
We were 8.5 point dogs, and we lost by 8. Yeah.
So okay, I'm not going to bet it then.
Just don't touch it. I think this team just causes enough turmoil, and if they're the reason why they lose this streak, that's just going to put another taste of sour in your mouth, and it's just it. I don't think I'm going to touch a Titans game the entire year because there's no point.
They cause me enough emotional turmoil. I don't need to add financial turmoil on top of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also,
I don't.
Go ahead, Will.
If you guys remember last year, we were so bad, but like there were a fuckload of trends every week that backed the Titans. Because like, I mean, statistically you think, hey, they gotta, win a game eventually. And that's essentially where the trends came from. And so it's like, no, we don't. We
And we
don't have
won't.
to. Yeah, we don't have to win one eventually.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's I've seen that kind of start to repeat itself.
yeah,
People just like on gambling shows and stuff that I watch being like, there's still a professional football team. Like they're not going to win, but keep it within 8.5, whatever. But yeah, this team is so fucking bad. So yeah, I'm not touching it. I just saw that and I was like, I gotta bring it up.
right.
No,
We are
it's great you
failing.
did, but yeah,
If they cover, awesome. I'm not. It's one of those things. It's like when you know you're betting on the better team, but they end up not covering. You're like, okay, I bet on the better team. Shit just happened. They didn't cover. Whatever. You can still sleep well at night. I will sleep well at night if this does cover. Not betting it, being like, I didn't bet on this dumpster fire of a franchise, and that is the smart move.
Yes, we are failing Cam Ward.
Yeah, it's bad. It's awful. It's everything is terrible. Like there's not a special teams is the only aspect you can point out to be like it's better than last year. Everything
It
else
is.
is significantly worse. Well, defense isn't significantly worse. It's worse, but it's not bottoming out. But yeah, we can't move the fucking football. We're running it on 3rd and 12.
Oh my God. What the fuck? It
Every
seems
coach on this staff, other than Fassel or Fossil, whatever is the special teams coordinator, is a fucking idiot. Like all of them are dipshits.
I I'm a Denard Wilson stand. I think he's good. I feel like we're
Yeah,
with the players that we have. I feel like our defense is doing
yeah,
good.
fine. Donald
Fine.
Wilson is good. Yeah, I don't mean to lump him. I mainly meant offensive. I don't mean to lump him in because the defense is doing the best they can with what they have. I mean, Cedric Gray has turned out to be like a pretty damn good football player. Can't wait till we trade him to the Broncos for a 6th-round pick in a couple weeks.
Oh my
But
God.
I mean, that's
I don't. There must have been something inside with Brownlee.
that's what I've heard. I read some like scouting report on him from the draft, and it was like some anonymous NFL scout or GM was like, "We're not touching this guy. He's like a." I think the phrase was actually locker room cancer. Like he's a jackass. And you
yeah,
kind of got
he
that from his
was.
interviews when it was like, "Hey, what are you going to do to stop making such dipshit penalties?" And he was like, "Nothing. I'm just going to keep playing my style." It's like, okay, well, that's not fucking working. You're getting like
Yeah,
2 penalties a game.
he was the one committing the most penalties,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Cut it out," and he said no, and
Yeah,
they
he
were like,
said
"All
that
right, you
like
can go play with the Jets."
he said that into a microphone. He was like,
Yeah,
hey, man, you're committing a lot of penalties. Maybe stop." And he's like, "Nah." Not even like yeah, that's just my style. I play hard, but I got to work on, rein it in a little bit, blah, blah, blah. He's just like, nah,
Yeah, like
I'm going to keep getting terrible PI calls and costing us games.
Jesus Christ. It's like
Yeah.
when when he didn't take penalties, it was like, yeah, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah. But he's just
Honestly.
every other play when he wasn't taking a penalty. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. But yeah, I was surprised when when like the news of that trade broke. But then like when I read up like why, I was like, okay, that makes sense. This guy does kind of seem like a tool.
Yeah.
Never met him. I could be totally wrong, but just from the interviews and stuff I read, seemed like maybe the right call. He's also like not a generational talent or anything. Like he's a serviceable corner on one of the worst football teams in the NFL. So like,
Yeah.
he's not Sauce Gardner or anything.
Yeah. Did you see the series of interviews with L'Jarius Sneed?
Fuck that guy, man.
How he
He's
put, how are you going to guard Nico Collins? Who? Who? And then like
yeah.
after the game, he got fucking cooked. And
Mm-hmm.
then they were like, "What could you have done better to guard Nico or something like that?" And he was like, "Man, I think what's important is I can't remember exactly what he said, but he essentially was like, "Who gets paid more money though?" It's like that is a fucking terrible thing to say.
I mean, yeah, he let Nick, what
You look
essentially,
terrible. You're
what
getting paid more
essentially,
money than him,
yeah, what
and
essentially sealed the game. What essentially sealed the game for us was when he just ran by Snead on like the second or third and like 22 and was wide open on just a go route. And that was after that, they just ran away with. I mean, it was pretty much over to begin with, but that kind of they ran away with it after that drive. And I'm just like, I think I said in a message to our group, I was like, this guy's fucking worthless. Like, he's a traffic cone out there. He doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate everyone on this team except Cam Ward and Tony Pollard. I like him.
And Jeff.
He's actually like, yeah, and Jeff, even though he can be a bonehead sometimes too. But
yeah,
Tony Pollard quietly putting together a pretty solid year.
I love Elick.
Yeah, Elick's he's a dog.
Yeah. That's kind of it though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna wrap. Is that all right?
Go with me.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Doing a podcast.
I doing other things. Sorry.
All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Any interaction with this really helps us out. Follow us on X. See the updated pics there.
It's all happening on X.
It's the everything app. Yeah. Follow us on X. For updated pics. Yeah. See y'all next week. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
Woo! Woo! I love that Twitter's been renamed X for like at least over a year, if not 2, and that's the first time we've called it X.